This is the Prime Minister unequivocally telling US President Donald Trump that whatever happened between India and Pakistan and the ceasefire, that was a decision that India took on its own volition. Now, the two leaders earlier today have spoken on the phone, and this is in context of both India and Pakistan, who decided to halt military actions in May. That was again reiterated during this conversation that happened. And the Prime Minister, as India has always maintained, has made it very, very clear that this is an issue that pertains only between India and Pakistan. We do not welcome, we do not see the need for any third party to be speaking about everything related to this issue. In fact, the Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri, briefing the press earlier today, has said that this was a 35-minute conversation that took place while Prime Minister Modi was in Canada to attend the G7. And he said this topic came up after Trump asked Prime Minister Modi for details about Operation Sindoor.
9-10 मई की रात को पाकिस्तान के हमले का भारत ने बहुत सशक्त जवाब दिया और पाकिस्तान की सेना को बहुत नुकसान पहुंचाया। उसके मिलिट्री एयर बेसिस को इनऑपरेबल बना दिया। भारत के मुंहतोड़ जवाब के कारण पाकिस्तान को भारत से सैन्य कार्रवाई रोकने का आग्रह करना पड़ा। प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप को स्पष्ट रूप से कहा कि इस पूरे घटनाक्रम के दौरान कभी भी किसी भी स्तर पर भारत अमेरिका ट्रेड डील या अमेरिका द्वारा भारत और पाकिस्तान के बीच मध्यस्थता जैसे विषयों पर बात नहीं हुई थी। सैन्य कार्रवाई रोकने की बात सीधे भारत और पाकिस्तान के बीच दोनों सेनाओं की एग्जिस्टिंग चैनल्स के माध्यम से हुई थी और पाकिस्तान के ही आग्रह पर हुई थी। प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने जोर देकर कहा कि भारत ने न तो कभी मध्यस्थता स्वीकार की थी, न करता है और न ही कभी करेगा। राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप ने प्रधानमंत्री द्वारा विस्तार में बताई गई बातों को समझा और आतंकवाद के खिलाफ भारत की लड़ाई के प्रति समर्थन व्यक्त किया। प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ने यह भी कहा कि भारत अब आतंकवाद को प्रॉक्सी वॉर नहीं, युद्ध के रूप में ही देखता है और भारत का ऑपरेशन सिंदूर अभी भी जारी है।
This is also a very curious sort of situation that is unfolding, considering that India has, in fact, time and again tried to point out to the West that India has suffered at the hands of terrorism that is exported by the Pakistani side. And even in this conflict between India and Pakistan, India has constantly spoken about what led to these circumstances, and that is the attack, the terrorist attack in Pahalgam. So under all these circumstances, what we are seeing currently, the Prime Minister's 35-minute conversation with President Trump, and the US at the moment, not just in the past having spoken about constantly the ceasefire being initiated by the United States, even though India denied that even earlier, so much so that the Prime Minister himself had to reiterate that in his conversation with President Trump. So very interesting and significant facts there coming out now. And this conversation now has happened at the highest level. So the expectation from the Indian side would be that any statement from here on from the United States with regards to the India-Pakistan conflict, and that the US had intervened and sought the ceasefire, or that the trade deal was at stake, should now be put to rest.